Okay, good morning. This is Marian from Post-Surgery Center in Kissimmee, Orlando area, Florida, with one patient today. What day is today? 21st, 22nd?
I think the 22nd.
22nd, okay. 22nd, June 22nd, 2023. We are here with the patient that she's gonna get the session number 5 today, right?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, where you come from?
I'm coming from New York.
New York. So, do you want to share your experience? What happened? Why you developed fibrosis with the kind of surgery that you did?
Sure. Originally, maybe it could have been about 5 years ago. I originally had a tummy tuck and a BBL, and it was okay, but I didn't really like the results. So I actually went back a couple of years later and had lipo and just kind of like, a little bit more work just to have it more to my liking. The results were better, but I didn't like what, my stomach looked like. I don't know if it was aggressive or what the case was that caused it, but I definitely had fibrosis with the second surgery. And although, I appreciated the shape better, I didn't like the way like my skin looked. And the fibrosis in the scar tissue, like your stomach looks like almost like a bag of rocks, depending on how serious it is. So that was something I feel like I've always just been on the lookout for, to see how I could get that fixed. So for the last few years, I've honestly been following you, as well as looking at other alternatives, because I didn't want to waste any money. So I didn't really do too much other stuff. I just kept researching one thing after the other, different therapists that say, they can do it, but they only have like 1 or 2 pictures. So it wasn't really something I really thought was reliable. I saw it where some people say you can have a revision surgery, but I was kind of skeptical on how doing the same thing would improve it. So I just really took my time, and I kind of always came back to either your YouTube channel or your Instagram page, and you were the only person that I saw that had consistent results, like one after the other. And I would listen to the interviews and stuff that you had with, other clients and patients. And I just felt like, from what I understood and all the research that I did, that you were the best bet. I believe that you actually, I saw the, befores and afters. I believe them. They look realistic. They didn't look like tricks with lighting with some of the other pictures that I saw. So the only thing was just trying to figure out how to get it done.
Absolutely. Well, and today, so you have attachment, so in the section of the area was the tummy area, and on the ribs, under the arms, you have lumpiness, yes, and attachment, and especially you feel the sensation like you have something very hard,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, like I didn't realize how bad it was until I saw how much you improved it. It's weird. You get used to seeing certain things. So the only things that stood out were just like some of the lumpiness. But after you did the work, I felt how soft it was. Like I wasn't even thinking about how much better it would feel. I was more concerned with how it would look, because I didn't have as much pain as I know some people might have associated with it. It was more aesthetically, just I didn't like the way it looked. But after you did the work, I felt the difference. It wasn't just, oh, it looks better. Like my skin and the tissue underneath just felt a lot softer than what it was before. So that was like a major improvement, like unexpected. Like I didn't expect that to happen, but I'm very appreciative for that, because it feels softer. You don't want to feel hardened and things like that, even though mentally you might get used to it because you haven't felt, your stomach before. You don't remember what it felt like before you had all the work done. So that definitely was a plus point for me, because it wasn't something I was even thinking about.
Excellent. So, well, thank you. And also, it's very important to tell people that this is another option, just in case they don't want to pay for another revision surgery.
Yeah.
And sometimes, people develop more fibrosis with their revision surgery.
I wouldn't even trust anything else. I couldn't imagine it just doesn't make sense to me to try to get surgery to do it, because I feel like that's part of what caused it. So to do it again, you're kind of just like taking a chance. You don't know that it's going to be an improvement. This is non-invasive, and you're working with your own skill and what you've been taught how to do, and you know how to do it. So it's just like it kind of makes more sense to do this, especially since it's non-invasive.
Yeah, how many days in total you were here in Florida, in Kissimmee? How many days?
Well, I know we started, what's today? Today's Wednesday. We started last Friday. So we did it every 2 days, and then we took a break, 1 day break in between. So
Was very inconvenient, right?
Inconvenient and what?
Convenient to get a 1 day break.
Yes.
And also we don't work on Sundays there.
It worked out good that way. You definitely need to take a break in between to give your body a chance to heal, which is not something when you're trying to think of getting all this together. You're just trying to get the days in. I wasn't thinking about that, but I'm glad it worked out that way because I think it worked out better.
Yes, I suggest at least stay here 7 days. I think it will be good. 7 days, depending on how many sessions I suggesting you during the teleconsultation. Yeah, because this is very important, and allow the body the healing process at least 1 day or two. It's perfect, right?
Definitely working some days off to give your body a chance to recover, because I feel like it makes it come out better than trying to do it like it's a little traumatizing because that's what it takes to break up all of that scar tissue. But it's good to have the time in between to give your body a chance to heal and recover.
Absolutely. And also you can go to Disney.
There's plenty to do down here.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the good part.
Yes, better part, get a vacation.
Yeah, slight vacation, slight, business, but there's a lot to do here, so you wouldn't be bored.
Yes, exactly. This is a nice place.
It definitely is.
Yes.
It worked out good in that
Okay,
sense.
so do you think that it was worth it? So do you want to recommend this treatment to other dogs with fibrosis? What do you think?
Definitely. I feel it's a shame. I wish the platform was bigger, that more people knew, because I see people with it all the time and they just live with it like it's normal, and I'm like, I know it's not. I know it could be better, so it's just like, definitely more people need to be aware and know about it, and what I will do whatever I can to spread the word, because definitely people need to know that there's other options, but I can't say I've met anyone else who's really doing what you're doing,
Thank you
not
on
this level, not to like where you can guarantee results. I don't think anyone can. They'll show you a picture or two and you're hoping for the best, but they don't really know. They don't really have the technique or the skill or the knowledge, to do it to like what you're doing. So.
Thank you. And I said, for example, I can see here, I received those that they went before to come to see me. They went to 4 or 5 different places. People that got 70 massages. Oh my God. So when it's supposed to you pay $100 per massage, so that means that you spend $7,000 for nothing, right?
And people will take your money. That's the thing.
Absolutely.
People are they're not gonna guarantee that they're gonna do it. They'll say they're gonna do their best, but you're just sitting there paying.
Yeah, with this money, you pay your accommodation, your ticket, flight, your food, and your treatment. So, and also you know that you're gonna get the real result.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for for travel from New York to see me. Thank you very much. You know that in 3 weeks you can get a free consultation.
Okay.
With me, so to see, the real percentage of the improvement, because today probably it's a little more with swelling, inflammation, right?
Right.
But when all this go away, you will see a real result, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be absolutely better.
Right.
And we're gonna post before and after pictures. And now today we can see no lumpiness,
Right.
no attachment. And your function, you can breathe better, right? Absolutely. Well, something else, the last suggestion for the girls? Something else that you want to share with other dogs with fibrosis?
I would just say don't give up hope, and don't just accept that it has to be that way. And even maybe it may not even matter how old it is. Like, I know mine is not within a year. Mine has been like a few years. So I have a lot of hope that, I wasn't sure if you would be able to do anything, and you still made a really big difference from where I started. So it's definitely overall an improvement. It's not made worse at all. It's definitely an improvement from where it was. So I'm really happy for that. and just people don't give up. You know, you're here and you're an expert and you do your job really well.
Thank you
I'm
very much.
impressed.
Thank you. Well, thank you, though. So, you know, if you can contact for evaluation first, 276-488-8805. Thank you. For bon voyage. Bye-bye, girls. Thank you.